Hey everyone, welcome to the Mono Report, and well, it's been one heck of a year, but 2017 is done. We've had an incredible year for films, a lot of original, really unique films to grace the screens this year. And although there were some disappointments this year, I have to say that I think there really were some great heavy hitters this year. And with that in mind, here are my top 10 best films of 2017. But first, quickly, here are some honourable mentions. First, The Big Sick, wonderful romantic comedy, probably the best comedy of 2017. The Disaster Artist, a wonderful look at The Room from mastermind James Franco. Very excited to see where James Franco's career goes from here as a director. Baby Driver, Edgar Wright's wonderful heist film. A lot of really fantastic performances and just full of energy. Very, very memorable. The Florida Project, a wonderful docudrama looking at poverty on the other side of Disney World. A very humane and realistic look at the other side of all the glitz and glamour of the big theme parks. And then finally, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. A wonderful dark film by Martin McDonagh. Some incredible, very powerful performances. Very dark and very serious, but incredibly entertaining and very enthralling to watch. These are all incredible films for very unique and different reasons. This was a very tricky list to put together. I actually had to go back and rewatch a lot of these to see if I still felt the same way about them. And for the most part I did, although some films for me went a bit higher and some went a bit lower. So although some of them still held up as well as they did the first time I saw them, it's still nonetheless a very great year for films, especially if you're someone who's been wanting more original films from Hollywood in particular. And number 10 is Call Me By Your Name. This is a beautiful film from Luca Giardino, very similar in flavour to Richard Linklater's Before trilogy that shows a natural romance form between Elio and Oliver. We have a bright rising star in Timothée Chalamet, and an incredible turn from Armie Hammer, who finally gets a role that I think will catapult him into a higher echelon of actors. Plus, Michael Stolberg's monologue in the film is something that I think is going to be remembered for many years to come, and it's going to be coming up quite often in all the awards season buzz. Number 9 on the list is Coco, the best film from Pixar since Toy Story 3. Absolutely deserves a spot on this list, especially as a film that dared to tell a story about the Day of the Dead and the Mexican afterlife and sell it to families and children. It ended up being one of the most emotional and enriching film experiences of the year, and it's a film that definitely still gets me tearing up every time that I watch it, and I honestly find it completely impossible for anyone to walk out of this film and not be at least satisfied with the film experience. Number 8 is Logan. James Mangold's farewell to Hugh Jackman's Wolverine is for me the best superhero film since The Dark Knight in 2008. We finally got the mean, violent Logan we've wanted to see on the big screen for many years, which not only solidified to the world that R-rated superhero films were a viable marketplace, but that superhero films do have the potential to be powerful, moving dramas that can stand toe-to-toe with your usual Oscar bait fare of films. And number 7 is Dunkirk. Christopher Nolan delivers a film that again pushes what can be done with IMAX cameras that absolutely demands you see it on the biggest screen possible. We get a glimpse into the Dunkirk evacuation from the land, sea, and air, from all sorts of soldiers struggling to make it home to their families in what is a desperate attempt for survival. Again, if you get the chance to see it on an IMAX screen, you absolutely should take that opportunity. It is the best and only way to truly experience Dunkirk for yourself. Number 6 on the list is War for the Planet of the Apes. Matt Reeves delivers in this final, emotional closing chapter in the rebooted, prequel Planet of the Apes trilogy that wraps up Caesar's journey in one of the most satisfying and complete trilogies in recent memory. While for some the war in the title wasn't really delivered, I felt the war actually could have been interpreted different ways, whether it actually be a literal war or a personal war. I think we got a really rare, personal and powerful blockbuster film that allowed Andy Serkis to come up to a platform to show the world what he's actually really capable of as an actor, and that motion capture acting should be taken seriously by the world. Number 5 on the list is Blade Runner 2049. The sequel to one of my all-time favorite films is a film that manages to honor and love the original Blade Runner, but expands on the world and brings a lot of new and exciting ideas into Blade Runner world and lore. While not everyone went to see the film, I think most that did see it would agree that Denis Villeneuve's spectacle was a rare and indulging experience that doesn't come around very often, especially when it's unlikely we'll be seeing another Blade Runner. Number 4 on the list is I, Tonya. Craig Gillespie's I, Tonya has to be one of my favorite biopics in years. As a film that knows history isn't the most reliable source at times, it has fun with that idea and involves a lot of fourth wall breaks and character interventions with the audience for an experience that keeps you energized and excited for the film, that if done in the standard biopic formula wouldn't be nearly as interesting. Aided by Margot Robbie's incredible performance as Tonya Harding, this is a film that is absolutely cannot miss material. Number 3 on the list is Get Out. Jordan Peele's psychological horror film is not only my favorite horror film of the year, but one of my favorite horror films in years. Every single moment of this film has you excited for what's about to come next. With many well-realized characters and very smart social and racial satire, it is absolutely a film that is just too good for us. Number 2 on the list is Lady Bird. Greta Gerwig's coming-of-age film is wonderful. With a beautiful performance from Saoirse Ronan, I hope I got her name right. It's a really lovely letter to mothers and daughters around the world, and is a film that just oozes with its infectious charm and love, and will give you easily the most satisfying film experience of the year. And number 1 on my best films of 2017 is The Shape of Water. Guillermo del Toro's modern dark fairy tale is one of the few film experiences I've had where I've heard the hype going into it and came out of the film completely agreeing with all of the hype. Shape of Water is a beautiful, moving modern fantasy that only Del Toro could have made, with what's really a modern creature from the Black Lagoon film. It twists the creature features of the 1930s into the romanticized wonderlands of awe that Del Toro would have felt watching the Universal monsters as a kid. Horror, comedy, emotion, it's all wrapped up here in a beautiful package that is easily one of the most unique and beautiful films I've seen in years. It'll be hard to say whether this or Pan's Labyrinth will be Del Toro's masterpiece. I think it's safe to say that the absolute best of Del Toro is on full display here with Shape of Water, and it is absolutely magical. Alright guys, thank you for sitting through my best films of 2017. I know I'm a little bit late with this video. I am back now in Vancouver after being on holiday back in Perth, my hometown. So now I'm back. We'll have a steady stream of videos coming in the near future. Look out for my top 10 worst films of 2017 coming soon. If there was a film that you were expecting to see on this list or you're disappointed didn't make this list, I will post in the description below my complete list of all the films that I've seen in 2017. I think there's about 105 films in that list, so if there is a film that didn't make it into this video, it's probably in that complete list. So do check that out if you have seen this video. There are some films on this list that I didn't get to do complete full reviews of, maybe due to time constraints or just where I was at the time of the year. So if you would like me to do full reviews of those videos or go into more detail with some of those films, do let me know in the comment section below and I will make extra videos for them. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy this best of 2017 video list. Thank you for an incredible year of supporting the Mono Report. I do appreciate all of you coming in to tune in and watch all of these videos. I get a lot of pleasure out of making these videos and getting to talk about films to you guys. So thank you again for supporting these videos, and I look forward to a very prosperous and exciting 2018. So stay right here for your Mono Fix. Bye guys.